Man, week 6 is always pretty good. So damn good about this one. But I would say this is a great week 6 game so far here. But they're all time 4-2 because they gotta have a lot of momentum this time. Ravens, Commanders, Steelers, I got the little momentum in quick. Falcons, you do too. Everybody else all do a whole lot of help. That's a good deal this over here. Let's go ahead and get it this prediction started. But after the prediction, I mean the recap of the post game show. Alright, let's get party started. We're gonna get to what happens. I'm gonna start off with the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. They not going so well in the Seattle Seahawks 3-3, but this is a sad day for them. But here's the proposition. Not even this team can forgive the 49ers. Brock Purdy throws 3 touchdowns, and the 49ers beat the Seahawks to 36-24, move atop the division. Sad to say, with this time when I do something for this, when Daniel Samuel was hurt, he pretended to be hurt, like, ow, my arm, I'm bit of my arm. Oh, this ready. Debo Samuel didn't hesitate when he was working for the San Francisco. And I would say that about Debo Samuel, he is also permanent that anything else less all. Nothing more than that happened. It could be any worse. It might be go having a Debo Samuel every time you do something. Anytime with all the time to go home. And this time 49ers are in first place on the NFC West. Start with the second place, the Seattle Seahawks. I would never forgive a Seattle Seahawks they did. They almost had it so close and so far. They almost had 4-2, but now they're tied 3-3. But ultimately got to say with Geno Smith. It didn't have it so bad with a good team so far. It didn't have a bad relationship with him. But a case is so bad with his team, even for Geno. But without that, he had nothing to do about. Brock Purdy, the PUC gym leader. But because I had the case here. That's the case what Brock Purdy do what do but best. Debo Samuel without Christian McCaffrey. John McGill do something. Kyle Husek brought his wives and his family, and then brought their families and wives. But at the case of the 49ers, they got to get it back on top and get it back on finish. They can get it back in blood. But the Seahawks, man, they have no sense of humor. But yes, that's all I got to say. Moving on. We got the Jaguars and the Bears. 35-16. You know what? Doug Pearson is going to get fired. Doug Pearson is going to get fired for this. Come on, son. You got to be kidding me. All of this was happening. Trevor Lawrence got 2 touchdowns for all apparent reason. Kenny Williams throws 4 TDs. And tight end Cole Kmet handles long snaps for the Bears. And 35-16 in the rout of the Jaguars in London. Chuck Ramen Shaw. What a goddamn game to see this. Chicago Bears tight end Cole Kmet faced his biggest fears in football with no notice. Ingram got nothing. DeAndre Swift got 1 touchdown. But you know what's going to have a face-to-face the week after that? And week 7 after that? Well, let me just say the week 7 after that. They got to go with the Commanders. A week 7 after that. On week 7 after that, I want to see these 2 draft picks. Between Kenny Williams and, of course, Jane Daniels. I want to see these 2 draft picks team quarterbacks could get the big spotlight for both teams. This team is going to be the greatest game of the century. Kenny Williams, above 500, they're 4-2. I would say this is a good potential for the team, but also they have a great potential for the coach Kenny Williams. DeAndre Swift has a amazing running back all the time, but I don't know what's going to happen. They got to have a front row seat tickets here. The Bears had a lot of momentum going and had a lot of momentum winning. It's a pretty good shot. It's a pretty good eyesight for being a great team so far. But the Bears got a lot of momentum. Even the guys could do it whatever he wants. Bears, they have a great doing possession. A fatty after for the Chicago Bears. That's how they got roll. They'll get Rick Rode, they'll get Rick Shaw, whatsoever. But in case of this one. In case of the Bears, they had a whole lot of help that the guys do not get protected. And they got to protect themselves one way or another. That's how it's going to do. Now, let's move on. We got to move on with the Packers and the Cardinals. Romeo Dobbs catches 2 touchdown passes and is returned from a suspension to help Packers rout the Cardinals 34-13. Romeo Dobbs wanted to make amends after serving 1 game suspension for what their Green Bay Packers. And the Packers had the great momentum special. Jordan Love, 4 touchdowns. 22 out of 32 and 258 yards. Ooh! What a way to this time. 4-2 against them. I mean, you can see that happens. You can see this one. There's 4-2 right there, and that's 4-2 right there. Packers had the guy on momentum here. But I would never say the Packers could do whatever they want. Yeah, man. And this is how Packers do what they gotta do. But no man whatsoever, if the Packers gotta have to do whatever to say this. Romeo Dobbs was returned to suspension, even for the team could never give him, and they don't. It is a pretty good day for the Packers get 4-2 at home. Cardinals are 2-4 at least. But what the Cardinals going to do, they had nothing to do about it. Nothing to do. Packers got to let them make amends. They got to make amends of winning, and now they got to do what happened. So there's that. Colts and Titans, 2017. Joe Flacco throws 2 touchdown passes as they batter the Colts. Beat the Titans 2017. Joe Flacco had been around the NFL long enough to know the backup quarterback should be enough to win it. And this should be enough the Colts to do something. Flacco made 2 touchdowns, and this is a great day for him. And who the name is? Let's see this. Let's see who it is. Josh Downs. Josh Downs has 27 receiving yards, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 8.9 average. Josh Downs did all the momentum here. They had a lot. All the cases. All the cards, bro. And the Colts have a great momentum here without Anthony Richardson out with a hip injury. I would never forgive him what I did do when I ever say this. With these teams that never get a damn award, I don't know who the fuck they were. Colts had a good momentum. Good momentum here. Credit to the Colts. Kudos to the Titans. I don't have no word for the Titans. This is a bad day. Let's see what the Titans do. They had nothing to do with the Titans. 1-4. Don't be surprised for when we die, because you, sir, you have no idea what you're up. I can't stand Titans. Headed straight to Lake Cancun And you, sir, you had nothing to worry about. Jeez. Texans and the Patriots. 41-21. C.J. Stroud throws 3 touchdown passes as the Texans beat the Patriots 41-21 in Drake May's first start. C.J. Stroud threw 3 touchdown passes and the Houston Texans scored the first star. Drake May has 3 touchdowns. Same day CJ did. What did I'm gonna do that if I scored the 2. They had no way in hell. If they had 3 touchdowns, oh yeah, they did. 3 touchdowns to TJ Stroud for Texans, 3 touchdowns Drake May. Okay, that's the case. They know why did they do it. And all they do is get on the field of end zone, CJ. Jeez. When in the world they got saved by CJ Stroud and the Texans? I say they gotta get to work on that. They're 5-1. But this is a case of the one in an emergency I like this better with CJ Stroud. The thing is, CJ Stroud has all the momentum with the Texans, all the momentum of the offense. But the thing is, CJ Stroud haven't know whatsoever the guy who ever do something good. And the Patriots, they're 1-5 because I don't know what the Patriots gonna do if the Patriots did not do nothing else after they Drake May's first start, a spoiled season. And after all this time, the Patriots had a wonderful start. Wonderful start for them. They had nothing to say happen. Never say never for this team. But I will never give what the Patriots gonna do. Texas, they have finally have work for. All they gotta work for. Every time they do something. Every time they got work, they have nothing to say about have. But the Texans have a great momentum with winning teams. They got a whole lot to say. All that help, that's the guy do. The guy who needs help. Now, we gotta move on. The Buccaneers and Saints. How can I put this? Oh yeah, Saints got sucker punched. Baker Mayfield passes 4 touchdowns at the Bucs, 3 storm-weary fans to 51-27 win over the Saints. To Baker Mayfield, the way the Tampa Bay Buccaneers weathered the wild side court in the draws. And what end? Let's see. In which they lost 17-point lead with the Bucs. Mindset of travel New Orleans Tuesday. Travel to escape the hurricane path of Milton. And Mayfield overcame the 3 turnovers, 325 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. The Buccaneers defeated New Orleans Saints 51-27 on Sunday. And was will be the hopeful morale boost to many fans who endured Milton's widespread damage earlier this week. That's a great for Buccaneers. This is a great day for them. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns. Tucker Godwin had great protected one. Say you about this how they did it for Florida. They did it for Florida, bro. But I'd say this, guys, this is a great day for Buccaneers. Buccaneers had the great momentum skills that they have. But this time, they get way for them. New Orleans is a storm, a hurricane storm for Milton. Every time you got here from Milton, if you didn't know he meant the time New Orleans Saints, and because Spencer Rattler was starting the quarterback, he did absolutely nothing. Nothing at all, bro. And you can see what happens. You can hear the pain. You can hear the pain of you get the pain of the New Orleans hurricane. But this is a sad thing, and about that's the bad news for them and everybody else. Sucks for the Saints, man. That's a bad situation there. Now, on to the Browns and Eagles and them. What did I say about Cam Stonsky? What did I say? Change your goddamn quarterback or else it's going to happen. Jalen Hurts throws 2 touchdown passes as the Eagles hold off the Browns 2016. And perhaps the Eagles fans had not chanted his firing. Next year, Ryan could not. I repeat, could not burn up his mouth in the final seconds with the coach. Always Herrera, trash-talking defender, put a finger in his right ear and trouble the fans in the first row at line. Link. First row and Link. Wait a minute. Link? L-I-N-C? Yeah, that's right. Yes. After the Eagles out a 4-point win against the defensive Browns, C1 felt to talk smack, providing social media and tabloid fodder about a coach whose job security is up for daily debate, who, even in victory, you won't win popularity contest. Just get excited to win, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the link support. Well, and the Browns, well, let's see. What the hell the Browns do? Nothing. They lose 1-5. They're dead last and 4th. And in fantasy this time, what Amari Cooper gonna do? They're gonna get traded. Traded. Look at this. Loss. Everybody know they lose like this. What the hell is going on? Why do the Browns do not change the quarterback? What are you thinking? What the hell is the Browns doing? Change the quarterback. Deshaun Watson is terrible. Man, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Browns no more. Coming into the Ravens, the Battle of the Beltway. Lamar Jackson and Jay Daniels duels, and Henry runs for 2 touchdowns. And the Ravens beat the Commanders 30-23. And Lamar Jackson threw 9 passes to Zay Flowers in the first half and never went to him. Zay Flowers went 9 receiving and 132 yards. And you know this name. Let me meet the king himself. 24 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I would like to meet the man who was active. 119 yard carries, 174 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 5.9 carries. And ladies and gentlemen, this man, let me zoom in for you. This man here, and this man, I'd like to meet the one, the only, this man is him. Right there. And this man is the guy who is dominating every team. This guy is Derek. King Derek.
Oh, Henry. Yes! Yes! Praise God! Praise God! Hallelujah!
why Derrick Henry's over 132 yards, and this man's is like Mason. Say the one. Say the one there. You can see that Derrick Henry is the one man that you could find. I would say that Lamar Jackson is needing more focus. And ladies and gentlemen, look what we got here. 4-2-4-2. You can see 4-2 on the horizon. I'm circling the 4-2s. Those two teams are overrated, had a family after. If the Steelers going to meet the Commanders and the Ravens, you know what's going to happen, man. This is going to be happening special. Jay Daniels a family effort for this guy. If it is the case, you don't know what's going down without a fight. You don't know what's going to happen. Every time, or the close win that they get with Commanders are on the rise, they got to lead the close win again here. So week 7, they got to get more wins and they can get the job done.
And now go Chargers, go.
Next, the Chargers and the Broncos. Oh boy. Let me talk about Justin Herbert. That 1 touchdown. Jacob Thomas got 1 touchdown as well. I would say not looking good. But the case you didn't know. Why the hell, in this case, the Broncos do nothing shit? What happens? What happens, huh? The Chargers, they do nothing every time you do something about this week? Are you kidding me? The bad thing is, the Chargers and the Broncos had a good on the time in the offense and defense. It's special teams. But the case it is this. Chargers, they didn't get alone. One bad sensitive. Boom. It could be never miss. Chargers, they never miss on this team. Let me explain. If the Broncos did not do nothing to do about this game, they can't never learn. I'm about to eat this. We about to stink. I already ate one from them because they're not good. Chargers walked away in victory, and J.J. Dobbins pretended to be a horse after scoring touchdown. Congratulations to the Chargers.
And now go Chargers, go.
We got the Steelers and the Raiders. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's not up to me to say I'm going to predict it. I was supposed to speak the chairman to speak the order. So, let's go ahead and speak the chairman to Adonis. The Steelers had a victory. Finally, they got the victory one.
Pittsburgh Steelers big Week 6 W over in Las Vegas. Or should I say Pittsburgh? Because the way the terrible towels was waving out there, it might as well have been a home game. Every time we showcase our talents across the nation, we show out. So big W over to Steeler Nation, representing, turning every single stadium into a home stadium. Now, first, I want to get this out the way regarding the Las Vegas Raiders. Valiant effort. We had a very, very tough contested contest, at least in the first half. We were able to run away in the second, but it was a hard-hitting affair. Make sure everybody go and get your icy hot. Go grab your Bengay, put on the damn ice packs, because there's going to need to be some recovery over the course of the next 36 to 48 hours. Now that that's out the way, let me just address a couple of things. I think we all can come to a consensus. There were some bailout calls that happened in this game. If this took place 15 years ago, we're probably talking about a different result in this game, because there were 4 different flags that absolutely bailed us out. Albeit in today's football, they were all valid. Okay, first and foremost, a few roughing the passer calls that ultimately kept our drive going and also nullified a Las Vegas interception. Very unfortunate for the Raiders, but granted, hey, we've been talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers shooting ourselves in the foot all season long. This was just a situation in which the Raiders happened to shoot themselves in the foot. They also had a touchdown that ultimately got called back as well, but unfortunately for them, they did indeed have somebody illegally down the field. We had a touchdown call that was called back as well because for whatever reason, Justin Fields thought he could activate Madden cards like this was motherfucking 2006, pass the damn line of scrimmage, and then throw, touchdowns into the end zone. You can't do that, stupid, but nonetheless, we got the job done offensively. Very first time that we scored over 30 points this season, so that's something to be happy about. But how many times are we going to find ourselves traveling inside the red zone and not finishing the drive in the end zone? Like, this is starting to get ridiculous. Every single time I see us make a play, or we just so happen to find ourselves inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, I always get fearful that we're going to have to call out Chris Boswell, not to kick an extra point, but to kick a field goal and give us 3. We have to get to the point to where we're incredibly efficient inside the red zone. We had this issue going back to when Todd Haley was holding a headset, calling plays on the sideline. This is ridiculous. We going on a decade. We still can't figure out a red zone offense. Get it together. Now, as it pertains to Fields, okay, 2 touchdowns on the ground. That's magnificent. I see a ton of people who's talking about his efficiency when it comes to throwing the football, and I too have concerns as well, because there's no reason why we should be doing charity work in the fourth quarter trying to get George Pickens the football just to keep this man happy. 8 targets throughout the game, that's great. But we've got to increase the amount of touches that he just so happens to have. Whether we're running jet sweeps, whether we're running screens, whatever the case just so happens to be, we got to get the ball in this man's hands early and often. He's an absolute weapon. Can we please utilize this man as often as we can, please? Because we don't need to be in a situation to where all of a sudden his head goes, now we've got the diva attitude, and now we lose yet another incredibly talented receiver. Oh, well, we could always go and draft and pick somebody up. You know, wide receiver U is in Pittsburgh.
Shut the fuck up.
We do not care.
That don't matter. Let's stop fucking over our damn stars when we got them before they go gaga and lose their mind, a la Antonio Brown. But we ain't talking about the clown. All right, Najee Harris, spectacular performance. Shifting defenders, running over defenders, showcasing sky-high jumping, leaping abilities, finding the end zone for the first time this season. Magnificent performance. Dreadlock Powers was on display, over 100 yards on the ground, 14 carries. That's what we wanted to see. Justin Fields also got it done on the ground as well. That's big time. We showcased we can run the football. I'm just a bit concerned about throwing the football. And last but not least, we've got to get it together on third down. Every single time we're in a third and long situation, you might as well start sending out the punt unit immediately. We should start just punting on third down. If it's past 3rd and 5, bring out the punt unit, because we cannot move the chains to save our life. We've got to get this together. These are the 3 biggest things that is costing this team right now. Well, 4 really, but 3 offensively. Our lack of discipline and picking up all these goddamn penalties. Then our third down efficiency, that's an issue as well. And then lastly, our pass game is absolutely abysmal. We've got to get these 3 phases of our offense together, or we're not going to be able to go anywhere. Now, on the defensive end, very, very unfortunate opening drive. We let them go down the field, but ultimately we took care of business, bouncing back, got ourselves 3 penalties. And again, this is why TJ Watt is the greatest defender in the NFL right now. Everybody always talks about him and sacks, but you completely forget his ability to stop a ball carrier and force fumbles. If I'm not mistaken, TJ Watt is without question top 3 in forced fumbles since he entered the league in 2017. And furthermore, he might be number 1 since 2017, maybe since 2020, maybe since whatever the case just so happens to be. This man finds a way to force the football out of somebody's hands, and it doesn't need to be a strip sack. Pinpoint punches left and right, forcing fumbles when we need to have plays made, and he shows up every single time. Give that man his crown, give that man his flowers, and acknowledge him as the best defender in the NFL. Secondary, we did all right. Okay, but I would have liked to see a bit more interceptions, but you beggars can't be choosers. We had ourselves 3 takeaways, and you can't ask for more than that. Special teams blocked the punt, that we love to see that. Field goals from Chris Boswell, perfect. Love to see that as well. We took care of business. We got ourselves a W. And the remaining, portion of the schedule, we got the Jets, we got the Giants. And then we got ourselves, I believe, a bye before we see the Commanders and the Ravens. One way or another, we got to take care of both New York teams. I will personally be there when we play on Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh against the New York Giants. But I ain't going to be there Sunday night to take on the doggone Jets. One way or another, we got to take care of business. Okay, we got to win back-to-back games, move on to 6-2, and we're going to cross those bridges when we have to. Continue to keep this momentum. Because losing 2 in a row was terrible. But we got ourselves a W. We got a 30-piece that we dropped in Las Vegas. Don't go out and gamble tonight. Hop back on the motherfucking plane. Go over to Pittsburgh, recover, and get ready for the New York Jets. Get your hands up in here. We got ourselves a W. Steelers on 3, win on 6. 1, 2, 3, Steelers. 4, 5, 6, win. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Get ourselves a W, build a little bit of momentum, and take that son bitch into next week.
Yes! Yes! Hallelujah!
All these knockout commentaries had me thinking, why don't I knock someone out myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep better, relax, and restore. Passion fruit flavored, so you know it's good. Simply take it 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep. And our slogan is 1 cup down for the count, 2 cups, throw in the towel. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to knockdowntea.com and grab your first pack today.
Next, the Lions and the Cowboys. I will not talk about what happened to the Cowboys. But prayers for Aiden Hutchinson, Carter after the suffer leg injury. Because, Aiden Hutchinson was a Pro Bowler in the city. You know why he didn't make the job. Jared Goff made 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery Burns made 2 touchdowns as well. And kudos for the Lions. They're also 4-1 as well. But that's the case, a great lesson there. But let's be real. Let's be real on Aiden Hutchinson, okay? Aiden Hutchinson was the man who played on defense. And Aiden, he also pretty good. But I would say I don't blame that man. All right? I don't blame this man after all because he did everything he made off for everything he could. But the leg injury was a gruesome injury. The Alex Smith had a leg injury. Well, Joe Burrow, he did have a knee injury, the MCL injury. But that's not the point. But in this case so far, this case is so bad. I would never say what the Lions say you're going to do. They're 4-1. The Lions got a little momentum. They had a one sense of play. No offense. Without Aiden Hutchinson, they got to do on week 7 because they got to work on that. Because they got great on offense, they got great on defense. Dan Campbell, that's a great momentum on him, and that's how he's going to do. He's got a minimum ways that the same thing he got to do. The kneecap biters, Lions got to all rise to themselves, but I'm going to be real with you with Lions because this is all God does every year. I want to see more offensive defense. I want to see more. But the Cowboys, well, they shot the bed. They got the shaft again. Lost. And they in Pittsburgh. What a way to lose like this. What a way to lose. Nothing to say about the Cowboys, but what a way to lose. What's the point? What's the point? Jesus Christ. Okay. Falcons and Panthers. The Falcons did with absolutely hard, so they got 4-2. Panthers are 1-5, but they never do nothing right. I would say the Falcons, who had a lot of momentum in guys do something. Kirk Cousins had one touchdown, and they did all absolutely good. All the cards. Let's see the box scores. If I remember correctly, this man is got one touchdown. Tyler Egger got one touchdown. Brian Robinson got two. That makes three. And Andy Dalton for the Panthers got two touchdowns, two interceptions. Not looking good for them, but that's the case for him. All because of this. Clark with Phillips, the third. This guy is on defense. He is amazing, but I'm going to say this about the Falcons. He is going to be, Cook will be dripping. Cousins be dripping every time he did. Interceptions. AJ Terrell. They got two interceptions on total. But this, young way cool. It's like a dude who know the way. But, yeah, Falcons did absolutely good. 38-20. 4-2. Tied with the Commanders here. I think they're going to have them once in a lifetime. Falcons got to do what I do. If that's the case for them, it might be good. Next, for both New Yorkers, Bengals and Giants, Bills and Jets. First, I'm going to talk about the Bengals and Giants. The Giants are 1-9. I mean, what's new? Joe Burrow shows off at his speed of 47-yard run touchdown on this Giants piss poor management. And Brian Dable is sick. He is definitely sick for all the apparent reason. Boy, it was a sad day for New York Giants. Not looking good for them, but the Bengals, 2-4, they had allowed all the work momentum here with Joe Burrow and his team, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. I think we're going to have a scene like sinners. Bills and Jets, let me talk about Jets. Oh, boy. Jets. You had the momentum to see why you winning days and you double doing it onto the field on New York. I don't know what the Jets done. This is a problem. You fired, after they fired Robinson later, the Jets are 2-4. Bills are 4-2. When Aaron Rodgers had 2 touchdowns, what the hell is happening? Allen 1 touchdown. Are you kidding me? You have 1 touchdown on Allen and Aaron Rodgers got 2 touchdowns. What the hell is happening? It's not passing. This man's not passing. This ain't got nothing to do about it. Bills made a field goal range, and Mike Williams just slipped. He slipped up and missed interceptions. Are you joking? They have a bad timing on them. They had a bad timing. Vikings is watching. The Chiefs are watching. The Dolphins are watching as well. But I don't know why. If the Jets did not do nothing, this is a piss poor. A poorly on offensive defense. Not looking good. Not cool, bro. Not very cool. Not cool. Oh, man, this has got to be one piss poor. Not looking good for the Jets and the Giants. And what the Giants do, they're 1-9 in a primetime games. The Jets, they are 2 out of the losses this is stupid shit ever made. You know what? Take the L's on the Washington. Because the 49ers would tell the Seahawks, Jaguars, Cardinals, Titans, Patriots, Saints, Browns, Commanders, Broncos, Raiders, Cowboys, Panthers, Giants, and Jets. And they're going to leave for them to take out their Metro cars.
To take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train.
You lose, Kenny.
You lose.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Get the fuck out of here!
What are they in with themselves?
Fresh hot ales. 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 It's over. You lose.
I don't get it. You guys ought to be ashamed. Jets and Giants, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You ought to be ashamed. Shamed. But one good look at the Cowboys, they got embarrassed.
You know what? I'll tell you this. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed.
Oh, boy. What a week 6 that was. I'm so happy. But I'm so grateful. So let us know in the comments down below. Comment below and make sure to like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure so week 7 is coming, and I'll be seeing y'all next time. Boy, keep me signing on DMV. I'm hard out next time. Peace. One love, and I am out. See you.
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! So just do it! Please! Please!